this episode, I geek out, learn how to pick up chicks, and Justin Bieber, you need a spanking. Let's get started.
He's on the road, he's on the air. It's the Joey Mack Commute.
Hey, I'm Joey Mack. Welcome to another one of my exciting morning commutes. Today's guest is Kyle Whisner. Kyle is a handsome dude, lives in LA, so as you can guess, he's an actor and a model. But don't hold that against him. He's actually very, very cool. He's into comic books, he's a Trekkie, and he races cars, which I think pretty much means he's so cool that I'm not even worthy to be talking to him right now. But I'm going to talk to him anyways, so let's give him a call.
Hello?
Hello?
Well, who is this?
You sound like the movie phone guy.
I think it's car phone to car phone. That's what ends up happening.
Is that what's going on right now? Wait, car phone, you don't have a normal job, do you? So I was thinking about all your jobs, right? The modeling, the acting, the race car driving, all that. It seems like all the jobs that you focus on are jobs that typically are good for picking up chicks. It just seems that way, right? So actor, right? It's like, oh, I want to become an actor so I can pick up chicks. I want to become a model so I can pick up chicks. Race car drivers, definitely, that's super hot for chicks, right? Chicks love race car drivers. So I want to know, were you ever in a band or anything? I just want to know how far this goes.
I was in a couple of bands.
You were in a band. I knew it.
Yeah, I played rhythm guitar. I was never a front man, but I think what it comes down to
is picking up chicks. What do you consider your job? I mean, do you mainly act? Do you mainly model? Do you mainly race car drive? Like, what is your day job?
Well, it's all encompassing under entertainment.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I started doing this stuff. I started racing when I was 9, and I did that professionally all the way up until I was about 21.
Wow.
My father ended up getting cancer, and so it took a couple of years dealing with all of that stuff. And when he passed away, I ended up selling off all the equipment to pay for medical bills, and I needed to make some money for the family. So a friend of mine was working on set and got me a job taking out the garbage on a studio set, and one thing led to another, and now I'm producing movies and acting and doing all that fun stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like a day job, it's kind of like I've got 4 of them, just all at once, and where I make most of my money is traveling around the country teaching folks how to drive race cars. And,
oh, cool.
And doing precision driving and stuff like that. But when I'm not doing that, I'm running all the racetracks around the Southwest over here and making movies and having fun. Yeah, wasn't privileged enough to be born into a whole bunch of money to where I would be able to just kick back and let all the stuff come to me. So it's been one step at a time, waking up every morning and making it happen. I
thought everybody that grew up in LA is privileged. That's what the TV tells me. I think it translates to all sorts of different, like especially entertainment fields, right? Child actors, child musicians, just anybody that's kind of thrust into the spotlight at a young age. It's it's got to take a toll.
Yeah, I was working on Star Trek Renegades, and I had a conversation with Edward Furlong. We were talking back and forth for a while, and I asked him that question, what was it like to start out so young and deal with it? And, his story, the things that he had to go through, it wears on a person. When you start that young and you don't have any base to judge off of, all of the situations that are coming at you are new, and you got to make choices based off information you don't have. It's like Bieber, right? Like everybody talks about, and now it's backlashed on Bieber. So all Bieber hears is people saying that he should get his ass whooped and he needs to grow up and become a man and stuff like that.
Right. You brought up Renegade really quickly when you were talking about Ed Furlong. So let's talk. Are you a Trekkie? Like, for real?
Oh, huge Trekkie. I grew up watching Star Trek with my father and my oldest brother. It was the thing that kind of bonded us and brought us together. We sit around the table and figure out, is there really a way to make a warp core?
It's got to be like just a surreal experience to be able, like, something that you really enjoyed as a child, and something, like you said, that bonded your family together, and now you're actually part of that universe. Has got to be a surreal experience.
Yeah, definitely. And being in that type of situation where you watch a show and you see how it's been made, but you really don't grasp what it's like to work 14 hours a day to try to get the show up. And so to go in there and work on every aspect of it, from building sets to acting in the thing to bringing cameras aboard, and I wouldn't call myself a producer, but helping produce the project, it was great. And it led into Star Trek Axanar, which they just hit $100,000 on their Kickstarter, so that's going well. And
nice.
And I was able to bring some of these people that I grew up watching on TV over into Axanar to be able to be a part of that project.
What are you thinking about JJ's vision and where he's taking the franchise now? Is it blasphemy? As a Star Trek fan, is it blasphemy, or do you like what he's doing?
Okay, so I mean, there's a divided camp out there. There's the hardcore Star Trek folks that are totally against it because it's not what they're used to, and then there's the people out there that they love it because it's the same characters that they've grown to love in a new way, and it's Star Trek continuing. Yeah. I was there in the theater, I bought my ticket, and I watched it, and I enjoyed the heck out of it. But the whole time, I couldn't help feel like JJ was like pretty much making a calling card film for his Star Wars movie, because that's his passion. He loves Star Wars.
Right.
And I felt like it was a way for him to say, hey, studios, check this out. I can make a Star Wars film.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it worked.
It worked.
He was
yeah.
brilliant. He did it the way that he needed to do, and now he's making a Star Wars film.
How'd you learn about Project Lex, and how did you get involved?
Okay, so we were trying to figure that out as well. Adam J. and I, we ended up getting connected. I think we had a mutual Facebook friend, and the post had come across that he had started this Kickstarter to recreate a photo shoot of all of the TCQO characters from that really awesome trailer that was out there for a while. And so to be honest, I just wanted to get into a superhero costume.
Nice. Nice.
So by helping him with that, he ended up offering me a role. So
awesome.
That's where the whole Green Arrow thing came in.
Right. So was Green Arrow offered to you, or was Green Arrow a superhero that you hand selected for yourself?
Well, since I've been doing all the race car driving thing, I wanted to be Flash. I don't think any race car driver out there wouldn't want to be Flash. But when Adam offered Arrow, he said, "No, man, you're totally Arrow." I didn't know anything about Green Arrow, so I started doing the research, and it was apparent that he hit the nail on the head. We're auctioning off all the costumes for charity, so the money that's raised from the Green Arrow costume will go to the Victory Junction Gang for children who have extreme illnesses and things like that. So it's like everything. There's really good things happening from this small project of a bunch of cosplayers who came together to have a good time and recreate some stuff the best way they can. And at the end of the day, there's people getting helped out of it and people having a good time watching awesome videos.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
Well, that'll do it for my commute. By the way, I'm insecure and kind of desperate for attention, so please leave a comment below, or at least give a thumbs up if you enjoyed this episode. Also, don't forget to subscribe, and you can follow me on Twitter at Joey Mack Live. Thanks for watching.
Who came up with the idea that we have to wake up before the sun comes up, then rush to get ready to sit in traffic on our way to work? I don't get it.
I blame the farmers. I blame them all of them. Every single one of those damn farmers out there. I think they set the standard.